how we get rid of the people who are not effective so that we can make room for the people who are effective and bring them on. And that's kind of forcing the vacancy in some ways. First of all, if somebody is totally worthless, you just want them out. But if people have given a lot of time, they've given a lot of energy, and the organization has grown beyond them, and it's not their fault, it's just their skills just aren't what you need today in the organization today. We always talk about, the plaque and sack 'em kind of thing, which is very, crude way of looking at it. But I think there's some better ways to do it. And that is find out what they are still good at and create some sort of committee that allows them to do what they're really good at. Somebody was saying, we have somebody who's got great institutional memory. Well, ask them if they'll be a historian for you. There always has to be a task. You can't just put people, I see groups doing emeritus groups or honorary boards and all of this, and they're really just looking for a way to move people out. That creates more bad will than not doing anything with these people. Those kind of groups have to have a task. And those people still need to get updates. They still need to be invited to events. They still have to feel that they are a part of the organization and an important part. But they also have to understand that the organization has grown beyond them. And that's part of this evaluation process that we were talking about earlier too. People oftentimes will come to the awareness themselves that the organization has grown beyond them. And they just need a graceful way to exit. So, and if they haven't, then it takes sitting down, it takes the board chair to sit down and have a frank conversation that, look, I know you really care about this organization, and because you really care, I've got to ask you to step aside that we can free up space, especially because your boards are so small, you need those slots. And you need slots for people who can do the work for you. But we have to look out for what's the best for the organization. Because again, you have a duty of care. And you're not taking care of the organization when you have people in these positions that are not capable. And that may sound cruel and harsh and all that, but it's a reality.
If moral persuasion does not work, then you're between a rock and a hard place, because you can't sack a board member under any legislative framework. And the reason for that is that they are put in there as the custodians of, or the fiduciary custodians of the members or the shareholders or the stakeholders, however you like to look at it. So if a board evaluation doesn't work, where each of the individual directors are rating each of the other individual directors, and you provide them with a board general response and also an individually crafted response, if that doesn't work, if the board chair taking them aside saying, you've lost the confidence of the board, we appreciate everything that you've done, however we would like you to move aside, if that doesn't work, if where you don't have any term limits and that doesn't work, then you've got a rough time in front of you. The only other option then is an extraordinary general meeting of the members who do have the ultimate right to remove the board member. And that is the ultimate sanction for any board member is an extraordinary general meeting of the members to remove them as a board member.